Bayer Environmental Science, a global leader in the development of innovative pest management solutions, is proud to present to you this training program as part of the Bayer 5th Week Training Series. Designed to cover the basics, as well as keep you up to date on the latest technology, the Bayer 5th Week Training Series allows you to plan your training sessions when it's convenient for you. The Maxforce Bait Injector from Bayer Environmental Science is a precision gel bait applicator that enables you to apply Maxforce gel baits into cracks and crevices. Control the size of each and every bait placement according to your trigger pull, and it will also help you portray a professional image to your customers. By watching this short video, you'll learn a few simple tricks to help you use and maintain your bait injector more effectively. It's all part of our Backed by Bayer promise to you, to deliver the best products and services in the industry. Your Maxforce Bait Injector comes with a holster that easily fits on your belt. The holster contains pockets and loops to hold extra gel reservoirs, applicator needles, and a sharpshooter extension for those hard-to-reach places. For the bait injector to work properly, the drive rod should slide back and forth effortlessly. The tension on the drive rod should be just firm enough so that it won't slide backwards when the gun is pointed upwards. To set the proper tension, simply lubricate the O-ring and drive rod with petroleum jelly or similar lubricant. Then gently screw on the reservoir retainer so that it doesn't compress the O-ring to the point where there's too much pressure on the drive rod. If the reservoir retainer is screwed on too tight, it will compress the O-ring onto the drive rod, making it hard to move, cause the gel to drool, and damage the clip inside the gun that moves the drive rod forward. So make sure the drive rod slides back and forth easily. If the tension on the drive rod is correct, the plunger will retract when you release the trigger. This action enables the flexible piston inside the reservoir to return to its original position and prevent gel from drooling out of the applicator tip after the trigger is released. You should never force the trigger. If the trigger does not depress easily, check the tension on the drive rod. Make sure the tip isn't clogged, and check to see if the plunger has reached the end of the reservoir. The trigger provides great mechanical advantage. Forcing the trigger may bend the clip inside the applicator that's responsible for moving the drive rod forward, preventing the applicator from working. If the clip or another part of your bait injector breaks, parts are easy to replace and are available from your local authorized Bayer distributor. You can also call GNC Industries at 800-462-2005 for the part supplier nearest you to request a maintenance and repair instruction guide or inquire about GNC's bait injector repair service. You can easily repair a bait injector in just a few minutes with a Phillips head screwdriver. Let's begin by going through the steps for replacing the clip. First, unscrew the plunger and the reservoir retainer. Remove the O-ring and replace it with a new one if it's broken. Next, twist the drive rod to where the teeth are facing up and remove it. Place the bait injector flat on the table and remove the Phillips head screws from the handle. Separate the two halves of the handle and note the position of the assembled clip, clip spring, and trigger spring. This is the correct position for reinserting the clip and spring. Carefully remove the trigger, the assembled clip, and the trigger spring. Replace the clip and other parts if necessary. Now let's reassemble the Maxforce Bait Injector. Place the handle half of the injector on a firm surface. Place the new assembled clip into the slot on top of the trigger. Notice how the clip pin slides onto the slot and place the trigger spring into the trigger. Holding the trigger spring, and the assembled clip together, place the trigger onto the bottom handle half. Rotate the assembled clip forward, increasing the tension on the clip spring, and push the trigger spring into place. Place the top handle half onto the bottom half and tighten the Phillips head screws back into place. Insert the drive rod through the back of the handle. Then replace the O-ring over the end of the drive rod. Lubricate the O-ring and drive, and then screw the reservoir retainer back onto the bait injector. Then screw the plunger back onto the end of the drive rod. To properly load a Maxforce gel reservoir, pull the drive rod back with the teeth facing up. Twist